Good evening. Hi guys, how you doing? How is everyone? How is everyone? All my friends. Let me see. Wait a minute. Let's see what they've done. Facebook groups and Facebook profiles. Well, isn't that lovely? Now they've done Facebook groups. Well, that's interesting. So, ask your viewers to visit StreamYard.com/Facebook. Oh boy, this is terrible. I don't know who this is. It says Facebook user. It's it's not letting me do it to groups. So, I'm going to have to do this. And that is so sad for me. If you're following me on Coffee with Dawn, the group, we're going to have to go over to the business page for Coffee with Dawn. Boy, that's so sad. I can't even post to a group anymore. Boy, Facebook has come up with some really wild changes, haven't they? Hi, Ada. How are you, hon? I don't know why I'm thinking Vanessa, but whoever it is, please come over and join us. Welcome to those who are watching on YouTube and those who are watching on Are We Here or Facebook? I'm getting dizzy. Vanessa. Okay, so we should be live on Facebook on the business page, Coffee with Dawn. And making homemade apple pies. Yummy, yummy. Hi, Carol. And we should be live on YouTube under Dawn Marie Psychic Medium. For those who don't know me, hello, good evening, welcome. I am a psychic medium, and my name is Dawn, Dawn Marie to be exact. It was the name that I was given by my parents and the name that I got in trouble by with my parents. Just saying. Yes, this is Coffee with Dawn, or known as CWD. Thank you, Ada. Thanks for sharing it out, honey. This is a show that comes on usually either the 10 o'clock hour, the 3:30 hour, or on some rare occasions, the 7 p.m. hour, which is what I wanted to do today because, boy, I have a kind of really funny experience. Funny, not funny. Scary, but funny experience. I think you guys will laugh. But at any rate, I come live on Coffee with Dawn, and we talk about the grinds in our cup, the things that really grinds our gears, the things that we weather, the storms that we know that we should stand strong in, and we sometimes need a friend's hand to hold on to while we weather the storm. That's what we are for each other. We are family. Those are the friends that become family. You know, those like us, we're family. Hi, Michelle. How are you? So we just come on. I usually have a mug. My mug this evening is let them hear your roar. You see, a lot of the times we roar, but we roar in silence. Roar in silence. What's that about? Well, have you ever heard of being passive aggressive? That means yeah, I love this one. The other one is today will be terrific, is on the other side, you know. Hi, Todd. How are you? Good afternoon. Hi, Lacey. I hope you had a good birthday. We are all family here. This is a non-judgmental safe zone that we can just come and share our thoughts and feelings. We enjoy listen to me, coffee, and we don't bicker during Thanksgiving. No. And we don't get drunk during Thanksgiving either. Hi, Margaret. How are you? Good afternoon. Good afternoon, friends. I hope Jeremy comes on. But sometimes we get busy in our daily lives. Oh, good. Oh, good. Hi, Sarah. I'm just waiting for people to join in. Guys, wait do you hear what I did? Oh, my stars and gardens. Oh, first of all, hi, Jennifer. Hi, Jeremy. Hey, how you doing? We get drunk on happiness and love. Yeah, but we don't need alcohol to do it. We're just drunk on life. You know what I mean? High on life. Hi, Rachel. How are you guys? Listen, just if I could ask for prayers for Josie and the children in her class, as well as my daughter's family and myself. A young child has tested positive in my granddaughter's kindergarten class, and the teacher is being quarantined. And let's just hope it doesn't spread to any other young children. These are kindergartners, guys. The children don't ask for anything and they rely on us for everything. So it's just something that I just want to bring to the attention of others. Excuse me. That means I need a cup of coffee and another sip. Thank you guys for the prayers. This is also another safe place where you can order or request or ask for prayers. Hi, Beth. Hey, Beth, I just scheduled that free reading, honey. And it's going to be the 21st, this Thursday. Okay. I do give free readings on occasion. I will give them out and then wait for enough people and do a gallery reading. And hopefully there's enough people that we can do it monthly. That's great. I think a lot of people forget that teachers now. Keep in mind, this is a kindergarten class. So these teachers are down on the floor with the children. They're sitting in a circle with the children. So really, it's kind of an oxymoron to think that children are not going to, Beth, don't worry about it. I will definitely send the Zoom link probably tomorrow to everybody. But, kindergarten is such a different type of school day. They still take naps. They call them rest periods. You like my rest? Rest periods. Ooh, excuse me. So anyway, the children are really, it's a hands-on environment. Everyone's in a close proximity to each other. So I'm just hoping and praying that no one else, including my granddaughter, but all the other children, that they just don't come down with COVID, including the teacher, because a lot of people hold teachers responsible. And really the only thing teachers responsible should be held accountable and responsible for is for being a mentor, no matter what age, being a mentor to the children in their classroom times. Okay, Vanessa. Yeah, I did 2 readings today. So I was, for those of you who don't really know me, I was sick, and then I had someone in our family pass. So I had to put off some readings, and I'm just catching up with them. I don't like to get too bogged down, or sometimes I'll say, I'm really busy now. I'm not open until such and such a date, and then I will leave it always your choice. God gave us free will, and who am I to mess with that? I don't. So let me tell you a story about how unthinking people can be. Because it's me. So I am 57 years old. I am proud of my age because I'm proud of every peril that I've been through, every crisis I've averted, everything, every gunky, water up to the knees situation that I've walked through and healed from. I'm very proud of. Okay? Very proud of it. because it takes a lot to get up and brush yourself off and try it again. Okay. Hi, Lacey. Welcome. So, any rate, so I have, I'm 57 years old. I have these things they call, some people call them varicose veins, some people call them spider veins. It's just when your veins kind of get together, and I call them like they gloop together because they narrow. So you know the blood flow is going to try to go to the place where it knows it can go through. And if it says, "Hey, there's a lot of blood work down there. Let me just try that vein." Okay? So they gather. So there's the gathering places, and I had to take a shot last night and I forgot it. It's a once a week shot. Hi, Sue. How are you? Hey, Mary. Long time no see. So, anyway, here I am in the middle of the night. I wake up at 3 in the morning going, I'm one of those people that I can wake up as long as I got a cup of coffee here. You know what I mean? One of those people. I have to pry my eyes open kind of person. So here I am in the middle of the night, and I have to take this particular shot on my thigh, and I rotate it from 1 week to the other, 1 week to the other. So this time it was the right one. So here I am, not even thinking about that I have to see what I'm doing. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I am so late. Let me get this thing together. And you have to hold it down for 20 seconds. So I put it in the leg and I thought, oh, that was kind of painful. And I hold it down for 20 seconds. Now, keep in mind, I don't have this light on. I don't have my overhead light on. I just have a little night light that I tap on the frame of my bed. That's what I do. I tap on the frame of my bed and a little light comes on. So here I go. I do it and I'm counting 20 seconds. Wow, this really hurt me. What the heck? I get to 20. I let go. Blood like a fountain comes up all over the place. Psh, got me in my eyeglasses. And I'm like, oh. So I go to tap on my nightlight on around my bed frame, and because it goes with three different, it goes low, medium, and high. So I turned it on high right away. I looked down, there's blood everywhere. It's like, what? So I have no napkin, no nothing at my nightstand, right? So I go into the bathroom the next, right? And I'm so like frazzled thinking there's blood. Where do I stop the blood? The blood is just pouring and pouring. And it's a very dark blood. And I'm thinking, oh, am I seeing things? This looks so dark. I again went in the bathroom and forgot to flip on the light. So I'm trying to wipe with toilet paper and it's not stopping. And I'm like, what the heck? So I go and I turn on the light in the bathroom, blood everywhere. Here is blood just pouring out. It's pumping out. It's like pumping. I'm like, oh my God, I hit an artery. Well, I didn't hit an artery, but I hit my vein. You know where the veins come together? Yeah. So I couldn't get it to stop. So I'm going, I don't want to go to the hospital for this. Now, keep in mind, I've been to the hospital twice in the last like week and a half for like my breathing and my other stuff going on, right? So I got it right in the vein. You got it, Carol. Right in the vein, right, Jeremy? I love that face. So I go to pick up the phone and I'm thinking, should I call somebody? Who should I call? I don't know who to call. Either but myself. So, and man, was it hurting. Burn. So anyway, I call 911 and they're like, what's your emergency? I said, well, I'm not bleeding to death, but I'm bleeding and I can't stop it. So can you guys come over and stop it for me? And she starts laughing. It must have been the way I said it. Hello, Cheta. How are you? Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. Do. Josie has a song about Ghostbusters, by the way, Margaret. And it's Josie and Nana Busters. Okay, but that's another whole story, which is very funny. So they're like, well, are you putting pressure on? What do you? I said, well, it's tissue paper and tissue sticking everywhere. And they're like, what color is the blood, ma'am? I said, it's dark red, but I got to hobble out because my bedroom, my front door is locked. I got to go. I said, I'm back by the bedroom. And then I hear somebody knocking. Boom, 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 boom. Miss Slinger, are you there? Miss Slinger, open up. We've got a phone call from 911. It was a police officer. Police officer, very kind. He looks at it and he goes, I don't mean to laugh. He said, that is bleeding. So he's putting on his gloves as he's talking to me. So we're going to help you just stop the bleeding. We're going to put pressure on it. And they don't have they have gloves. Gloves carry in their pocket, right? He goes, you don't happen to have a gauze pad or paper towels? I said, I have paper towels. And here it is. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, I'm looking at it going, man, this is really pumping. And he goes, don't worry. It's not the artery to your heart. You're good. It's like, oh, okay, this is all right. I'm going to be okay. I'm like half asleep. And it's like that sleep where, have you ever gotten like no sleep and you get like that punch drunk, they call it, where you just laugh at everything? I was laughing at everything. And he's going, well, you know what happens to a lot of people, a lot of elderly people. I'm going, I'm old, I said to the guy. And he looks and he goes, I'm trying not to laugh. Let me help you with this. And he puts it down. And the other officer then comes in and goes, oh, we got a bleeder here? And I said, that would be me. I said, but I don't know that I'm a bleeder. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm a hemophiliac or anything. I said, I just must have thin blood. And he goes, well, are you anemic? I said, yeah, I have thalassemia. That's chronic anemia. He goes, well, that would be why. So then the paramedics came shortly afterwards, and they're like, would you like to go in the hospital? I said, not particularly. I'm really tired. I was like, do you mind? Can someone make me a cup of coffee? I'm having a hard time focusing here. And they bust out laughing. And then the one girl, she's big, and she's like, of course, you know, I'm 4'11" and 3/4. So I'm smaller anyway. So I look up and she's very tall and she's very, I don't know, built. She just seemed huge to me. And I look up and I was like, everyone's laughing and she's looking at me like, this is not a funny situation. There could be somebody in a car wreck right now. I said, listen, I'm bleeding. And the paramedic said, well, I think we got it just down to like a little red sometimes. Oh, I'm going to bleed a little bit. And so I said, oh, well, I was bleeding. I said, if you don't believe me, go in the bathroom. Sure enough, she went in the darn bathroom. So she's walking back and she goes, so where's this bathroom? I hear, oh, you were bleeding. And I looked at the one paramedic who's in front of me and, you know, like, is like, he's down on one knee. And I said, she didn't believe me. Can't you see the trail of blood? I said, that's really dark. That's blood. He said, it's what we call fresh blood. Fresh blood or blood from a vein or blood from, you know, it's going to be a dark red. I said, oh my Lord, it looks almost black. I thought for a minute there, I thought maybe I had something wrong with me. He goes, no, but we do have to make a report out. Would you like to go? Would you like to be transported to the emergency room? I said, I was there earlier today. I really don't want to go back. He said, for this? I said, no. Yes. It was an EMT. Yes. He explained that because the other girl had a paramedic thing on the back and he had badge that says EMT. I don't know what the difference is. One could provide medical treatment, the other one aid. I don't know, something. So, yeah, she was she was just so like jovial. Jovial. I mean, like everything was funny until she saw, you know, like, oh, I got to check out this blood. Like she was making a joke out of it. And I was like, go check. You don't believe me? Check out my bathroom. And she goes, oh, you were really bleeding. Oh, you know, this might stain. Negative Nelly that she was, right? Ching, ching. So I said, oh, that's okay. I said, bleach takes out most everything, doesn't it? So I looked at the guy in front of me. I said, does it take blood out? Does bleach take blood out? And he goes, we are talking about whether you're going to be seen. I said, I seem okay. I was like, it stopped bleeding. Really, it's just a little dot. But boy, I'll tell you, the bruising is unbelievable. And hurt? Oh, Madonna me. Boy, did it hurt. Oh, wow, did it hurt, man. I know some people they have like bad days. I don't know what it is. But some people are just kind of not meant to do that. Hi, Samantha. How are you? Peroxide is the best to remove blood. I don't know. I'm going to have my aide when she comes in tomorrow come and do it, you know? So occupational therapy is still with me. My physical therapist has signed off on everything, and so has the case manager. So, oh man, is it really? If it stopped, what could the year? Exactly. Todd, you read my mind. If it stopped, what is the ER going to do? Because the whole thing is to stop the bleeding. It's just where all the blood vessels kind of congregate. Like it's a cool place to hang out. Hey, I'm going down on Dawn's leg and I'm just going to go hang out with the other blood vessels, and we're just gonna hang out with all the veins. We're just gonna hang out. I'm doing really well, Samantha. I'm feeling better, feeling more like myself again. I was really wheezing really bad yesterday. I had to go because, oh yeah, talk about blow a vein, boy. Woo. Yeah, I guess that's what it's called because they were talking about that. Oh, she just blew a vein. Oh no, what I know? What's that? I didn't know what it was first. But so I had just been there because I was wheezing, and not only was I wheezing on the expiratory, but I was wheezing on the inspiratory, and like asthmatics will wheeze on the exhale, but when we're wheezing on the inhale, yeah, that's the time that we do the what's called a rescue inhaler. At first, I was really scared, Todd. I sure was. I sure was. Boy, was I scared. I was like, it's on my nightgown. I was like, they were laughing at me, but I was like, yeah, now I can laugh at it. And thank goodness I can laugh at it, but at first, nah, didn't laugh at it. And I was like, ugh. That was a new nightgown, a newer nightgown. I'm like, ugh. Hey, Zay, how are you? Hey, everyone. Zay's in the house. Jersey here. So we were talking about my harrowing experience last night. In the middle of the night, Zay, I went and gave myself a shot in the thigh. Yeah. Oh, peroxide. I'm going to use that. And I hit a vein. I blew my vein out. Blood all over the place. So, and they don't help you clean it up or anything. It's against their policy. I was like, can someone at least grab me the mop? And they're like, no, you're not going to do that right now. You're going to rate. And they did. They helped me back in bed. Can you believe out of all of that, I missed my bed? No blood. Well, a little bit on the edge of the sheets, but I just took that off. But like, yeah, oh man, is it painful. Today I'm having a hard time walking and everything else. I'm like, what is up with this pain? I get so annoyed at pain sometimes. But I did get like I have a step stool. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Hear me out. I have a brand new, beautiful bed. Love my bed. Would not change it for the world. But I can't get up on it without a step stool. So I have a step stool that I use. I got blood on my step stool, but I didn't get any blood up on the top or like my mattress. It just got on the edge of the sheet because the sheet was kind of cockeyed on the bed. But they did help me back in the bed, and I told them where a towel was. They rolled up a towel real nice and tight and put it up underneath my knee so I could relax the leg. I know, 4'11". I almost require a booster seat. You know what? If my keister would fit in a booster, I would easily use a booster seat. That shows you how short I am. I'm always afraid like people are going to see me and think that a kid stole my car as I'm driving. Because all you see is see above the dashboard. I'm driving. Here I am. Actually, I drive with one hand. Shh, don't tell anybody. I don't think you're supposed to drive with one hand, but it's more comfortable for me. So, yeah. I mean, I was like, I'm very short. Really? She's 4'11" and 3/4. Don't forget my 3/4. I need that because eventually I will lose that. I might have already started losing it already. I don't know. But so I want to talk to you a little bit about let them hear you roar. I'll tell you why. That's all right, Denise. You're here for the party. Sometimes not when you're as big as I am. I can't get in a small place. Are you kidding? Hello, Sarah, did you just meet me? Shrinkage is real. Yes, say it is. So now am probably like 4'11". Oh, that's about, well, yeah, Margaret, that's the size of my daughter's that tall. So I want to talk about let them hear you roar. I know this is really going to seem really weird to say because I don't buy into political crap, but I wrote letters today. I wrote letters to our governor. I wrote letters to the lieutenant governor. I wrote letters to our freeholders. I wrote letters and I sent them out. What did I write letters about? About the fact that you have a kindergarten class who has a teacher that is quarantining and another little one. We don't know if it's a boy or girl. It doesn't matter. It's a child. It's someone's child. Okay. That has COVID. Okay. Teacher, that particular teacher, her teacher is fully vaccinated. All right. But as we know today, my condolences to the Powell family. I mean, we lost, Colin Powell today. He was fully vaccinated. He also did suffer from cancer and had some other little things. But bottom line is, you're either going to get it or you're not. But how the school system here in New Jersey deals with a child testing positive for COVID is unbelievable. Now, keep in mind, you have one teacher and most times, but not all times, an aide in the classroom, 2 adults, for up to 25 children. Used to be 28. It went down to 25, thinking it would be better for COVID. Okay, now our governor is up for re-election this fall. So he wants to be re-elected. Isn't that nice? So he's now vowed that there will be no off-campus or / remote learning. So all the children are back in class. They all have to wear masks. So now the rule is, hi, Cheryl, how are you? If a child has been exposed directly, it's handled differently than if a child has been exposed indirectly. And how they're telling you this is that if a child, like if my granddaughter Josie goes to school and she's got her mask on her nose and mouth, and she's in contact with someone who tests positive for COVID, that's an indirect exposure. Because they feel that the mask really does protect them. I don't believe that. But that's me and my personal beliefs. But a teacher is mandatory that they have to quarantine because they figure a teacher is going to have hands-on with all of the children, or they're going to have that contact, okay, automatically with all the children. You're supposed to, right? If the mask is down in any way or exposes the nose or is down or is completely off and down a child's chin, that means that they're considered to have direct exposure. Like, especially if they're both in the center play and they both might be in block play or housekeeping area, whatever area that is. Well, who's watching them 100% of the time to know if my granddaughter's mask came down or not? That would be an unrealistic expectation that a teacher or an aide knows when these children have their masks down a little bit or a lot, right? So I'm thinking, okay. So I wrote letters today. Yeah, it made me feel better. And sometimes that's all it's about. So today I let them hear my roar. Did it do any good? I don't know if a change will happen. I wasn't expecting that. I was doing that to make my roar heard. And it doesn't matter if they never respond back to me. What matters is that I sent them out. I got that off of my chest. I said my piece. If everyone did that, yes, Zay, you're right. Okay, we would be all proactive. And we would be using our power to make a difference. I'm going to give you an example. If there is a child that's missing, we won't go into the politics of it because that's not why I'm saying this. If you go in and you look at the news, there's a child missing on the news right there. You get everyone looking for that child. You get everyone like being a detective and sharing things in the media outlets and through the internet. It's going to get out there more. You're going to get more results than the child who comes from a different family. They may be different by skin color. They might be different by a socioeconomic factor. They might be different with the fact that they might come from an orphanage or a runaway. Okay, that doesn't get any airtime on TV, doesn't get any media coverage, let alone social media coverage, never even out on the internet. Which child do you think they're going to find first? They're going to find the one that everybody's heard of. They're going to find the one that's a trending topic, because it's just a numbers game. It's the law of attraction. The more people are talking about it, the more it's a slow connection. Still a little slow connection, but you know how that goes. Hi, Lauren. How are you? Yeah, I should be coming back, guys. But it's really all. Listen, we can all do the same thing. Write letters when we feel like there's been an injustice of some kind. Whether it gets, yay, I'm back. Woohoo! Woohoo! But it's like all we can do is allow our roar to be heard. Even if just the universe hears it, it's going to be heard. And whether it has a ripple effect or whether it doesn't, how does that make you feel? Because feelings are supposed to be felt and released. Felt and released. And in some cases, felt, processed, and released. Because some people they don't have the process of how to release it. Like they feel it, they identify which feeling it is, but they don't know how to process it to release it. That's something we just learn as we go, or someone teaches us, kind of thing. That's all, So that's why I wanted to use this cup tonight. Because it doesn't matter to me if one person listens to this broadcast or whether 13 listen to the broadcast or whether 1,300 listen to this broadcast. I have to be uniquely me. It's the only thing that I know how to be is me. I can't be Todd or Margaret or Lauren or Carol. I have to be me. And this is who I am. Are there ways that I can improve myself? Sure thing. And yeah, that does include, like Todd says, trying to make the world better. Yeah. Or in some cases, trying to make people accountable for something that they're using just merely to manipulate a political thing. Do you know what I mean? This is someone who, when COVID first hit and we first had all of our mandates and all of these amendments and everything else, right on track. You know what I mean? Remote learning, boom, right there. And now all of a sudden it's an issue. Well, it's an issue because schools need their funding, because they're losing their funding when kids aren't in school. And number two, it will sometimes make us more political, pretty. It's like putting makeup on a person who's ugly on the inside. They may look great now with the makeup on them. They might even look like something that you might want to engage in. But underneath, ugly is still ugly. Right is still right, and wrong will always be wrong. unless we can write it. And without someone bowing, and when I mean bowing, not bowing to an ego, but if you look at it this way, even trees bend in the wind. So let's just bend towards each other, and we'll, work with each other and find a mutual thing where we're both happy, where it's good for both of us. During remote learning and during the beginning of the year, a child will not get any test score below 50. Everyone is to pass it. Teachers. Oh yeah, because that's how they get their funding, Denise. Yeah, listen. I did, and when I mean listen, I don't mean it in a mean way. Can't put makeup on an ugly heart. You got it, Jeremy. Couldn't have put it better myself. I did someone's maternity leave, meaning I worked in a public school. I covered someone's maternity leave for kindergarten, and then that next year I went in as a preschool teacher in the public schools. When you go through your orientation, they tell you the numbers that your classroom should be at based upon their previous scoring, of their tests. Hi, Abuelita. Good evening or afternoon, depending on where you are. But you're told what their numbers are. How many children are enrolled? How many children on average attend? What that average looks like in, your standardized scores. And if you improve, you get a little bit of a boost. Call it a bonus. We give them pizza parties, and they give the teachers and the school money. So that's what that's about anyway. It just really, it's so... My daughter, I said, how is Miss Lily today? She's acting like her usual self. Lily is my youngest granddaughter. She's 8 months old, and boy, is she funny. Everything her older sister Josie does, she thinks is the funniest thing. Now, one of the reasons why I decided to write this letter was not only Josie, but Lily, because Lily can't have the shot. And Lily has just come off of using her mother's immune systems. All her antibodies that she had, she got from her mother when she was born. So it's not just for one, but it's for all that I wrote the letters. Yeah. And even if nothing ever comes from them, it's just a matter of, it made my heart feel better knowing that I did something in order to try to do something, It's all, let me tell you something. They teach their curriculum. There's many different curriculums, okay, that you can use, and it's all done by grade level. When I was doing it, oh, yay, Rachel. Yay. That's good. What a beautiful time that must have been. But like when we sat down and looked at the curriculum, I'm like, wait a minute. This is all based on the standardized testing. Yeah, well, we don't do those other ones. I was like, okay, so you're not doing core anymore. No. Okay, so you're not, and I labeled the ones that I knew of, for kindergarten. And they're like, nope, we just go over the tests. Like, what? Everything that's on that test is taught in school and nothing else. That's what, at least in the school district I was in Florida. Exactly, Todd. Exactly. Well, here in Jersey, they're really not giving us the choice. They're holding parents legally responsible if they're not in school. So it's not like they have any kind of free will. You know what I mean? They don't have any kind of free will. They're nothing, But it's kind of really sad. It really, really, really is. Like, wow, talk about free will. What's that anymore? Is it gone? Where is it? Where'd it go? Where's my free will? It's crazy. Mm. By the way, tonight's coffee is pumpkin spice pods and international creamer pumpkin pie spice. So that's that. It's all over. Hi, Jen. How are you? How you doing, honey? You missed the I blew a vein story, but I blew a vein in my right leg. The bruising looks really, really weird, though. Like the bruising is like it looks like a bunch of dots, like boom, 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 boom. It's all black. It's weird. I don't know. Sue says, do I think everybody should get the vaccine that can? Sue, I guess my standpoint may be different. It's kind of like being, they say pro-life, pro-choice. How about pro my body? How can I tell anybody what to do with their body? Do I think everybody should get the vaccine? I will tell you this. If everybody right now, if I could wave a magic wand and make everybody take the vaccine, there's still going to be COVID. People are still going to get COVID. Hi, Ellie. By taking a shot, not knowing where I was watching my shot. Oh, that sounds good, Todd. Flowers you grew yourself. That sounds really yummy, actually. So, do I think everybody should get the vaccine? No, I think it should be. I think it should be free will. I think it belongs to everyone's choice. I would have to say the only reason why I got the vaccine is because I have asthma and I wasn't going to get it because I had some question about how quickly they did it. And it doesn't stop you from potentially getting it. Colin Powell had all three, the 2 shots and the booster, fully vaccinated. He just died of complications of it. Do you know what I mean? Yes, mother-in-law was vaccinated, still got COVID after she was vaccinated. The only reason why I got it is because someone that I love said to me, I really want to get this, but I'm a little bit apprehensive. I'm kind of scared. Would you go and do it with me, please? I had to do it because I didn't think I could at first. Each shot is so different. It's not even funny. Like if you go to take Pfizer, they won't give you that shot if you have an allergic reaction to shellfish. Moderna, it doesn't seem to matter because they told me no to the Pfizer. And then I thought I couldn't get it. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's all right, And then they were like, the doctor said, well, you should be able to get Moderna. So I went and I got the Moderna shot. And sure enough, I could handle it. It wasn't a problem. I didn't even I got nothing from it, But there are lots of people that can't get the vaccine. That's the whole thing. So how can you make it mandatory for someone to work at a certain place to have this vaccine if physically to have that vaccine is going to do them physical harm? What? That's crazy. It's not a black and white thing. It's not a right or wrong thing, this vaccine. So I guess my thing would be, I think it should be a personal choice. Yeah. And there's a lot of people that feel that way. And I can see why, Jeremy. If you're going to have children and there's this big question mark about what it does to our body in the future, you're probably not going to want to get it. I took Moderna and had no, but listen, before I got the shot, the pharmacist, because I went to a pharmacy, said, listen, I want you to understand all this fine print. It basically means that even though you're having this shot, you can still get COVID. All it really does is protect it, hopefully, from getting that severe, that you don't pass from it. I didn't tell him why I was getting it. I said, okay, that's fine. I was gonna because my son asked me to, you know. But that's it's listen. Hey, Lynn, it doesn't really matter what I think. What do you think, guys, about the shot? Yeah. Oh, well, Johnson, they had to go back and redo the formula. Of course, it can anything that goes in like a needle into the vein. That's the only thing that they were like, well, we suggest you call your doctor last night when I blew my vein because it can create blood clots. Okay, well, can you do anything now for those things? Can you detect them now? No, they would. Okay, well, thank you. I followed my intuition. Yeah. Yeah. I see what you mean, Ada. But Ada, also you work. You're an essential worker. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. I'm struggling with getting it. I had COVID back in March before things got crazy. Never tested, and doctor diagnosed when I told him I had symptoms. Oh, yeah. Laura still had COVID. You know. Ty, that's funny because my son said something almost very close to that. You know. And you know what? It's okay to be on the fence. It's okay to not know whether you or not you're going to get the shot. That's okay. It's okay whether you decide to get it or decide not to get it. You know? Yeah, that's the thing, Margaret. You know what? I know a lot of people who had that first shot and boom, they were sick. And it was either COVID or COVID related illness. You know? Can we put my daughter Maddie on the prayer list? Oh, okay. That's no problem. Pen. And here's my prayer book. Just know this. Here's the one thing I do believe, okay? If you've got it in your head that you're going to get COVID and you're going to die, and that's all you think about, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get COVID, and what's going to be the outcome? Hey, you're probably going to be on a vent. Telling you. Okay, this is today's date. Guys, let me tell you something. Even in supplements, okay? Here I have potassium. Potassium. When you look here, there is your ingredients, okay? And they'll always give you those facts. They'll always be larger than life, okay? And other ingredients, vegetable cellulose, okay? Silica, whatever that is, vegetable magnesium citrate, vegetable stannic acid. What are those things? Just because the word vegetables in front of it doesn't mean it's good for you. Every kind of pill that's out there, okay? Every kind of shot that's out there, any kind of anything, it's a compound. It's not just one thing or another. It's a series of things that, when put together, are effective to do something. In this particular case, it's an effective way to move the potassium into your body and allow the body to absorb it. And that helps fluid support. It'll help with my fluid around my legs and stuff. Yep, here's the prayer list. Yeah. It's not really it's not my business whether you have the shot or not. I'll never ask anybody. Oh my gosh, it's not my business. Sure, Lauren. I gotcha. So, besides your daughter, we've got Lauren. And it's a dental procedure, right, honey? Right, Michelle? It's a dental procedure? Yeah, dental. I live my life as I did before COVID. Yeah, really, it's okay, honey. Dental procedure. Okay, Lauren, you got it, honey. You're on the prayer list. Anybody else for the prayer list? Oh, wow. It's almost an hour already? What? Wow. This hour has gone fast. Lauren, I have you. I have okay, and I have Michelle's daughter. Yes. Supplements are good, are known for that. If you go and you decide that you need a supplement of some kind, like potassium, I take magnesium. Check with your doctor, because if you are taking, yeah, right, Michelle. If you are taking any type of medicine, what your supplement is, or those other ingredients, as they say, that might counteract one of the medicines you're on. Okay, Jennifer. Oh, Lauren, your dog. Yeah. Yeah, Jeremy's a great person to talk about supplements. Some of the, yeah, a lot of these people, they're not fully vaccinated. How are you supposed to know if someone's walking around without a mask? How are you supposed to know? I just do this, guys. I wash my hands frequently whenever I come in or out the house. I use hand sanitizer if I'm out and I'm out shopping or whatever. I get back in the car, I use the hand sanitizer. They're all stuff that I normally do anyway. I normally do it anyway. All right, Lynn, you got it. Oh, court's the 28th. All right. All right, honey, I will. For Lisa. It's court. Okay, honey, you got it. Ah. All right, Sarah, I will put you gladly on the list. Yep. And that's exactly right, Todd. You don't want to pass it to somebody else. I believe that too, Natalie. Okay. You got it, Margaret. Little guy. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, you got it. Do you know why? I can tell you right now, it's got everything to do with the full moon coming up. Rachel, you'll want to be aware of full moons. That will make it worse. That will make it worse. At least it did in my case with my dad. Anybody else need some prayers? Some prayers. Natalie, I'm starting to eat cleaner. I have to do gluten-free now, which I got to tell you guys, gluten-free stuff is pretty good. The only thing I can't stomach is the bread or bread products, because it just tastes like sandy and dry. So nope, ugh, no bread for me. Hi, Mary. How are you? Yep. Gluten-free, dairy-free now. This is the week that I started to take out the dairy. I diminished dairy. I kept on going less and less and less and less and less. Sure, Mary. Sure, on. Yep. Okay, Michelle. The Yeah, somebody else told me you have to toast the bread. Someone else told me that, Margaret. But you know what? The bread I like is Italian bread. That's the bread that does me in. Garlic bread, the Italian bread, you know? Let's see. Let me put on Michelle's. That one's hard for you, Natalie. It doesn't. It didn't. I overreacted to it. I gave it more thought than I needed to. I was an overthinker about it. Do you know what I mean? So, oh, right. I know. Oh my God, those French bread. Oh my gosh, I love it. I don't like anything with the word free in it. Well, here's the thing. When you have like some things, when they put free, like fat free things, they're always going to add more salt to, you know? So, oh, okay. Cloud, your daughter. Okay. Yeah, I see where it can be mind over matter, definitely. Because that's usually the case with everything. What doesn't your mind matter about? I mean, seriously, if you not eating a piece of sliced white bread is going to bother you, then you're going to look for that, you know? Barley, rye, oats. It's gluten is like hidden in other things too, guys. Yep, in my intestines. Yep. And then what'll happen is nothing will, be able to be absorbed. Wow. You must have had good bread there, Todd. 10 pounds? If it's for free, it's for me. Yeah, very true, Lynn. Very true. Well, guys, it is 7:59, so I'm going to get going here. It was lovely to see you. Now tomorrow, do I have any, barring any other accidents or incidents, I have nothing at 10 a.m. tomorrow. I don't have any foreseen anythings. So I'm going to be live tomorrow at 10 a.m. That's Eastern Standard Time as usual. And take this time to say goodnight to you guys, and love you, and talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night. Sleep well and stay blessed, please. Night.